software. This is a general overview. It is not tailored to any organization or businesses. If you want a tailored demonstration that relates to your business, reach out to us at pillarcraft.com and we can give you a demonstration that actually suits your business type, industry, and workflow. Now, Xero generally is a cloud accounting software. It is made for businesses that want to streamline their businesses and take it to the cloud. Pillarcraft, we have been implementing Xero for businesses for the last 10 years. And at the moment, we are a Xero Gold partner. Means that we have been implementing Xero for well over 100 businesses, and we have diverse knowledge and experiences and scenarios of what happens when people are going to migrate into Xero. Now, once you have migrated into Xero and start to use Xero, you're going to have a lot of features that Xero has. So I'm going to go over those features that Xero has for you, and then for you to have an informed opinion about the tools that Xero has, the features that Xero has, and how Xero can support your business. First, like every other accounting software, Xero provides a dashboard. That dashboard allows businesses to wake up, especially business owners, to see how the business is performing. It allows businesses to have an in-depth in-depth view into businesses by looking at those critical areas of the business. And the Xero dashboard has those critical areas for you to be able to see the balances in your bank accounts. On one side, the account watch list, invoices that are owed to you, bills that you need to pay, and then expenses claims. Now, let me explain this. Now, bank account, what Xero avails you is the ability to see on the Xero dashboard what you have in your bank account. Please note, while Xero has been connected to banks in other parts of the world, in Nigeria, Xero is yet to be connected to the bank. So we do usually do manual uploads to business, and that's where the peculiarity of your business is very important. If your business is such a business that transactions does not need to be uploaded on a daily basis, you may not need to upload bank statements on a daily basis. For example, if you are into service organizations and all that you don't have daily transactions, you may decide to upload your bank statement on a monthly basis. But for retail businesses where daily transactions really matters, they may need to upload their bank statements on a daily basis. Now, if the bank statements are uploaded, you'll be able to see under here the statement balance, which is different from the Xero balance. The idea is that you are now able to do what we call reconciliation between these balances by posting transactions that are in Xero, matching them with what's the bank account that you have. On the other side is account watch list. What is account watch list? Xero allows you to nominate accounts which you feel you want to have a constant view over. Maybe because they are accounts that usually you spend a lot of money on. Say, for example, for this case, for this client, you can see they have tagged advertising, they've tagged entertainment, they've tagged inventory and sales. The idea is that they want to monitor what they are spending on that particular chart of account heads on a monthly basis to know if they are up to date or they are going above the budget. We'll come to things like budgeting later. And then underneath that is invoices owed. You can see that invoices owed, you have draft invoices, awaiting payment, and overview. The overview is in red because it shows invoices that has gone above the payment terms agreement. So if you have agreed with a customer that payment must be after 3 days, invoices was issued and that's extended to 4 days, those are the transactions that are highlighted in red, and the transactions that are still within the payment term agreement are in blue. They basically gives the business owner idea of where, if there's so much money outside at any particular point in time. The same thing for the bills that you need to pay. Note that Xero is trying to use what we can call the normal languages so that it's not confusing. Invoices owed to you, bills you need to pay so that it's very easy for you to understand. The same principle is what Xero applies to bills that you need to pay. What are the bills that are outstanding beyond the payment term that you have had with your vendor or your supplier? Which ones are within the time of the payment time, so that you also know in terms of your cash planning what you need to take as priority when it comes to payments. And then Xero has a feature what we call expense claim. Now, what expense claim is if you allow your staff to go out or the business owner to go out to incur expenses that they will get refunded for. Xero has it's one of the tools that Xero has to manage SMEs when it comes to managing these expenses that we incur on a daily basis. Now, that is a dashboard of Xero. Like I said, Xero has a lot of tools within it that help businesses to do better. Now, first, let me go through the screen of Xero to tell you what is on the screen. In terms of Xero is kind of divided into business, accounting, contact. Those are the major ones. Projects may not come with your business. Projects usually come as a add-on service that you need to pay for. So I'm not going to put any effort in explaining projects, but I'm going to be talking of those other tools that Xero has. Now, under the business tabs, that's where Xero expects you to do all the normal, should we say, the day-to-day transactions. You will see that you have things like invoices. You can do invoices. You can do even recurring invoices in Xero. This is where you can generate bills to pay. You can raise quotes. This is where you can do things like purchase order. You can have an overview of both your sales and your purchases in Xero. You can do things like expense claim, like we said, and you can also do inventory management in Xero. Xero has an inventory management and it also has a payroll. But I need to make some points concerning both the inventory and the payroll. Now, the inventory Xero is not multi-warehouse. It is simple inventory that allows you to manage. If you are into sales and you have simple one warehouse and you want to manage it, Xero manages very well, and it does value your inventory at the weighted average cost that allows you to be able to report it in financial statement on the go. However, Xero has withdrawn the payroll in Nigeria. It has focused more on accounting, and what you need to have is payroll softwares that now integrate with Xero that can push in the invoices for you, or if not, you can pass it as manual journal if you are using even a software that is not integrated into Xero. Now, Xero also allows you to do what we can call the accounting aspect. Ordinarily, the accounting aspect is reserved for the accountant in the establishment or somebody that have a bit of understanding of accounting, because there are some of the technical issues relating to the businesses that are done here. One is that this is where you reconcile bank statements. This is also where you see all the reports of the business. This is where you see the summary of receivables and payables, VATs, and all that, and in the business. Now, let me show you, for example, how the bank account will look like. This is how Xero bank account look like. And what basically this is that it allows you to upload bank statements, reconciling, and if money moves between one bank account to another bank account, you only need to use the transfer money tab, and it shows how the money is moving from one bank account to the other. Xero also has within it a lot of reports. In fact, I said Xero have enough reports that if you want to make an informed decision concerning your business, Xero has all the reports you need. It allows you to do things like analytics of your business and financial statement, the normal things you have in financial statement when it comes to balance sheet, profit and loss, statement of financial cash flow. Everything is inside Xero. Now, Xero also has a budget manager that allows you to set budget so that you can also see things like variance analysis of how the business is going. It has the report when it comes to reconciliation, report on taxes, the transaction, what we can call general ledger, and all that. So it's a full accounting software for businesses. Now, Xero also allows you to manage your contacts. If you have contacts, it's like a small mini CRM that you can use it for, to manage your customers, your suppliers, and your employees all separated and segregated based on what they are doing for the business. Aside from that, Xero also allows you to upload files in the system. Upload files. So you don't need to have a additional storage, should I say online storage for your business. With Xero, you can actually upload any of these reports that you want to keep in your Xero account so that you don't need to look at. One of the things that people use it for is that you can actually upload and keep in Xero your copies of third-party documents, such like invoices and card documents and all those things that you need in your business to look at. Now, your Xero subscription also comes with Updoc. Updoc is a bill management system that allows people to snap bills and import into Xero. If you want us to do a demo of that for you, we can actually do a demo of how Updoc actually works with Xero. Now, one of the reasons Pillarcraft has stayed with Xero and has really been a Xero advocate is the App Store. Xero has a very robust App Store that allows you to integrate anything you want for your business. Now, accounting is different. Workflows in terms of operations are also different. Xero has, workflow apps that is based on various industries, say retail, construction, and all that, that allows you to be able to pull in or do things that Xero wouldn't ordinarily be able to do. You remember when I was starting, I said that Xero inventory is for one warehouse and very minimal. If you want to expand or open up what Xero can do, you can actually integrate with Unleash. If you integrate Xero with Unleash, you'll now be able to have multiple warehouses, in fact, you can even manufacture and do all that. Xero allows you to do all that. This is Unleash. Xero allows you to integrate with it, and that's one of the reasons we love it beyond all the other accounting software. The second reason why we love Xero is the fact that the subscription is one price for all. There is no need for have fixed assets separately, or when you say you want to use this fixed asset, you're not told you need to add additional subscription to it. Xero doesn't work that way. The prices are just 3: basic, standard, and premium. And if you choose any of those prices, you unlimited number of users, unlimited transactions, and all that. The only difference between standard and premium is that premium allows you to do multiple currency, while standard doesn't allow you to do multiple currency. Aside from that, every other thing you have them in both standard and premium. While basic is for very small micro businesses that they don't have a lot of invoices they are processing in a month, so it allows only 10 invoices or so in a month. Same thing for the bills. So Xero is the tool that you want to use when it comes to running your business at a minimal rate. It's very cost efficient, very nice, it's robust, it's the best when it comes to accounting system. Now, I've given you an overview of Xero. If you want to have a detailed review of how Xero works, you want it to a demo that suits your business, reach out to us at Pillarcraft, fill the form, let us understand the pain that you're having, what you want to solve, the industry you belong to, and we can give you a demonstration that addresses that pain. If Xero can solve the problem, if Xero cannot, what workflow is available to solve it, or additional plugin that will solve it for you. And that's why we are Pillarcraft Cloud Accountants. We are Pillarcraft Accounting and Cloud Solution. We provide you not just accounting, outsource accounting, we also provide you the technology that you need for your business to become a seamless business. Thank you for taking time to listen or watch this demonstration. We hope to hear from you soon.